iPad Air 4 versus iPad Pro. Hey, this is Mark, and welcome to our in-depth comparison of the iPad Air 4 versus iPad Pro. You'll find the links to the two products in the description, and you can use the links to check out the latest prices and other user reviews. So the main difference between these two is performance and storage. While both iPads offer superior performance, the chips are different. The iPad Air 4 operates on Apple's A14 Bionic chip with neutral engine, while the iPad Pro 11 comes with the A12Z chip with neutral engine. The A14 Bionic chip is newer, but this does not mean in any way that the iPad Pro 11 is slower. When it comes to storage, you get more options in the iPad Pro 11 as it offers you 128 gigabytes, 256 gigabytes, 512 gigabytes, or 1 terabyte. The iPad Air has 64 gigabytes and 256 gigabytes. You can charge both iPads using a USB-C connector, and both units offer you 10 hours of web surfing and video watching. Camera. The iPad Pro 11 comes with a superior 12-megapixel camera with 10-megapixel ultra-wide lens, f/value 2.4 aperture, while the iPad Air 4 has a 12-megapixel wide-angle rear camera lens with an f/value of 1.8 aperture. Both cameras allow you to autofocus with focus pixels, panorama mode, wide color capture, and smart HDR. Special features. The iPad Air 4 lacks a Touch ID home button, but instead allows you to unlock your iPad with a top button. The iPad Touch ID system has been built directly into the button, so all you need is to place your registered finger on it, and the phone unlocks. Product specifications. The dimensions of the iPad Pro 11 are 9.74 by 7.02 by 0.23. The iPad Pro 11 sports dimensions of 9.74 by 7.02 by 0.23 inches, compared to the iPad Air's 9.74 by 7 by 0.24 inches. The 11 weighs in at 1.04 pounds, compared to the iPad Air's 1 pound. The screen size for the 11 is 11-inch Liquid Retina LCD, and the iPad Air sports a 10.9-inch Liquid Retina LCD True Tone. The processor on the 11 is the A12Z Bionic. The iPad Air sports an A14 Bionic. Operating system. Both of the iPads run on the iPad OS 14. As stated earlier, the Pro 11 has a 128, 256, or 512 gigabyte, as well as a 1 terabyte option for storage, whereas the iPad Air only offers a 64 gigabyte or 256 gigabyte option. The screen resolution for the Pro 11 is 2388 by 1666, or compared to the iPad Air's 2380 by 1640 pixels. The camera for the Pro 11 is 12 megapixels and 10 megapixel rear, 7 megapixel front, whereas the iPad Air has a 12 megapixel rear and 7 megapixel front. iPad Air 4 Overview and Features. The newly improved iPad Air 4 comes with a Touch ID, a faster A14 processor, Magic Keyboard for iPad support, and Wi-Fi 6. Some improvements to the previous model design is that the sleep-wake button that was brushed aluminum is now shiny and black. Compared to its predecessor, the new A4 is a half-inch bigger at 10.9 inches and features a 2360 by 1640 resolution. You also get P3 wide color gamut and 500 nits brightness. The camera has been improved to 12 megapixels with an f/value 1.8 aperture. Pros. Super fast A14 processor, 10.9-inch screen, Touch ID, Apple Pencil support, iPad Pro design language. Cons. Lacks a headphone jack. iPad Pro 11 Overview and Features. The iPad Pro 11 features a Liquid Retina display with the screen closure to the edges. To boost the user experience, you get Apple's True Tone technology and 120 Hz refresh rate. For the processor, you get the fast A12Z chip. The iPad Pro 11 is available in 128, 256, 512GB options, as well as 1TB option for storage capacities. You can use the iPad Pro 11 for up to 10 hours of web surfing and video watching. Charging is through the provided USB-C port. The camera is 12 megapixel and 10 megapixel ultra wide lens with an f2.4 aperture. Pros: impressive screen ideal for movie watching, fast processor, multiple storage options, great camera. Cons: does not have the latest Apple chip. Verdict: so which is better, iPad Air 4 versus the iPad Pro? If you're thinking about speed, then the iPad Air 4 comes with Apple's latest A14 Bionic chip, which is faster than the iPad Pro A12Z chip. However, when it comes to storage, you're a bit limited with the Air 4, as you can only get the 64 or 256GB options, compared to the iPad Pro's 128, 256, or 512, as well as 1TB options. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. Also, let us know which video you would like to see next from us.